Welcome to Allie's Attic Show, where you never know what kind of surprise you're going to find in my attic. I'm your host, Allie, and today my surprise is a singer-songwriter out of Dublin, and he's had a successful 2018 with two self-written, critically acclaimed singles released on the Amuse label, both receiving strong radio support in the US, UK, Canada, Europe, and Ireland. Please say hello to Robert O'Connor. Hello!
Thank you for having me in your attic today.
I love it when people say that. You're welcome. So you are doing really well and you're on the rise and like everybody's falling in love with you and I can't blame them. I love both your songs that you've sent me. So basically, Robert, tell me like how old were you when you decided you were going to do this?
You know, it just feels really surreal actually to have these compliments, even though this year has been, there's been so many positive reviews. It still, to me, feels so strange because I guess, I've been away from the scene for so long. But yeah, so getting back to where I started, when I was much younger, I did my grades in keyboard and in music theory. I wasn't actually singing. Originally, I was, like I said, I was playing keyboard and I was just learning the basis of music, and I always loved music. And then when I was in my late teens, I think my relationship with music just went up a notch, and then I really liked the idea. I started to connect with songwriters and, on a listener level, and I really liked the idea of doing that as well. And I figured, well, I need to figure if I can sing too. So I went to a vocal coach, and I remember doing an audition for this particular school that did vocal coaching and things like that. And literally from there on, I did not look back. I had finished my keyboard lessons, and that instrument was done, and I shifted my focus onto this new instrument that would be my voice. And I did that for a little while, and then I started recording demos, and I just really got the bug. I think I never really stopped after that.
Well, I'm glad you didn't. Now, You Found Me spent 5 weeks at #1 on the UK Independent Radio Indie Alliance chart, while its follow-up, No Second Chances, reached #1 on the LGBTQ music chart.
That's right, yeah, and it's really still, those are incredible statistics for me to hear, because these two songs, I've been sitting on these for a couple of years, and thinking about putting them out there, and thinking about recording them, because I had written them a couple of years ago, and to get to even just recording them was huge for me. So to record them, to put them out, and have that sort of reception from that chart in the UK is a really cool setup. I suppose it's there for independent artists like myself to have a structure to fit into, and because obviously we're not competing, with A-list major label pop artists. So I suppose it's our own little setup that we have, and it gives us a gauge of where we're at. So It's incredible to have that.
Yeah, definitely. Well, your Christmas single, River, is a haunting rendition of the Joni Mitchell classic with your inspired Nashville twist, so to speak. And it was produced by Stuart Gray, who also worked with Ryan Sheridan, among a few others. And I listened to it, and we talked about it before the interview, and I said, is that a Christmas song? Because it said Christmas in it twice, but it's kind of like, there's always two sides to Christmas. There's the happy, jolly, jingle bells, all that. And then there's kind of like the sadder songs. And This is kind of one of the sadder songs, and I really love it. So I'm really hoping you're going to let me add it to Allie's Amplified Attic.
I'm begging you to.
Okay, good.
I love Joni Mitchell and the song River, which, funny, I've been hearing in so many places since I covered it. I've been hearing the original, and for me it was always one of the most under the radar Christmas songs, if even you could call it a Christmas song. The reason behind me covering this was, I guess, because I wanted to do something that I could put out at this time of the year, and for me to just put out another original regular track, I felt like it would get lost in the noise that we have at Christmas time. even on an independent level, competition is obviously very strong to get coverage at this time of year in the fourth quarter. So for me, the best thing to do to kind of get around that was to put out something that was specifically for Christmas and yet was still kind of on brand with my sound. So, the quickest, easiest thing was to do a cover. Well, I won't say easiest, but the quickest certainly, because the writing process wasn't there, and the arranging and all of that kind of thing. So it was about really me and Stuart, my producer, just going into the studio for 2 days and deconstructing Joni's version and putting it back together as what would this song sound like if it was a Robert O'Connor song in 2018. And so there you have it.
Well, it's a really good song. I really love it. Now, I'm going to go over what the critics are saying. No Second Chances has all it takes to become a classic. Caesar, live and loud. No Second Chances is a focused and nuanced song that will keep you coming back for more. That's 9.3 /10. I don't even know what that means. Music and such. Oh, 9.3 out of 10. There we go. More potential and less ego than most others in the country. Golden Plek.
I like that one.
Yeah, I like that one too. Robert demonstrates a level of lyrical maturity and artistic growth that is often overlooked by artists in favor of fleeting musical trends and fading fads. That's My Fizzy Pop. Top honors songwriting, Hot Press Magazine. A great pop song with solid instrumentation, a powerful chorus, and impressively all done by just one man. That's Rate Good Magazine. O'Connor's world-class songwriting cannot be called into question, and that's by Ivor, and that is a huge compliment.
It's crazy.
And Robert possesses... there's one more, then I'm done. Robert possesses enough musical talent and songwriting prowess to be extremely dangerous. Indie Music Digest.
You know what I'm going to say about all of that, right? I just think, in some ways, as an artist or as a singer-songwriter, you question yourself, right? And you think, am I deluded? Am I crazy? Am I, do I have the potential to really go further with this? And then you get a couple of reviews like that, and it gives you these ideas about yourself that, okay, well, other people can hear it, and maybe I do have it, and then you want to stay grounded, but it's really, and of course you stay grounded because of the fact that still you're at a certain level, and you still struggle as an artist, I suppose, to get the coverage and to get the plays, and but those kind of reviews are just astounding to me. And when I think back about this time last year, I didn't have any of those. I had a couple from previous records, but the idea that all of those have come in the last 12 months for me, and not just that, but they've come from Spain, from the US, from Canada, from all over the world, from Ireland, from the UK. It's amazing to me that a song can travel around the world like that, and I know for that I have to thank the internet and the bloggers and all of the independent music community who kind of works for free, I suppose, as a hobby or for the love of it. But yeah, it's completely blown me away this year, and the feedback.
Well, it's totally warranted. So get used to it, because I'm sure you're going to hear more. And yes, the internet and social media is a wonderful tool now for indie artists. And I keep saying there's going to be a twist, and we're going to see a lot of mainstream artists kind of fading. And I think the indie artists are going to be more forefront, just because it's all unique. It all doesn't sound the same. Right. And your songs definitely don't. And I love your songs. Now, based on what you've gone through, especially because, like you said, you've had these years and, you've put out a couple songs and nothing really happened, and now 2018, you're blowing up. If you had any advice to give an artist that's in this crazy industry, based on what you've gone through, what do you think you'd tell them?
So the things that I've done differently, I suppose I've learned from my mistakes, and I think a lot of it is about frame of mind and your outlook. So the previous EP that I did back in 2012, 2013, I had other people that I was working with, like from publicists to A&R and things like that. And I think really I didn't own my own product and my own project, because I was handing it over, and I was entrusting somebody else with the work to promote it. And this time, I haven't done that. I've kept my own project and handled it myself, and really owned it, and sort of, I mean, literally every day I treat this as a full-time job pretty much. I have spreadsheets galore where I am just building contacts and making notes in a really strict way. It's not like scrawling things down on pieces of paper the way I used to. This is like regimental. The way I would do it is if I were being paid for it. And each single that I have, then I know who responded to the last one, what they said, did they want more, and I have a record of everything. And I think that would be my piece of advice, is to really put it down on paper, and then it's real, and keep where you want to be in mind on a small level, in the sense of, right, what am I trying to achieve with this single? How many weeks am I going to give myself to achieve it? And then obviously think of the bigger things as well. But for me, to be honest, it's been less about thinking about the bigger things in 5 years' time and 3 years' time, and more about thinking about just these next 12 weeks or the next 6 weeks. And that has really helped me to focus and treat each song. You spend so much time recording and writing these songs that you should spend the equal amount at least promoting them, because you might think something's done after 3 or 4 weeks if it hasn't blown up, but ultimately so many people in the world haven't heard these songs still, that I'm still thinking now about, okay, next year, how do I give these songs another chance? Like, do I put them on an EP? Do I do a vinyl? They're just beginning their life as far as I'm concerned. The other thing that I would say is to stay focused, because for me, this is where I slipped up. I took on too many different things, and I suppose I had a lot of different passion projects, and I spread myself too thin, and I didn't give 100%. And then when things didn't work out, I guess I just walked away from it and buried it and thought, right, that's done. I'll move on to something else that I can be good at. And I was working as a writer for a little while, and that was fine. But I think I lost touch with my dream and my goal, and it took me a very long time to get back to it. So I say, just don't lose touch and try and stay focused.
That's great advice. Now, your new single, River, did it drop November 16th?
It did, okay. Right on time.
Right on time. Okay, so I'm going to ask for that one to be sent to me too, so I can put that on Ali's Amplified Attic. Where are you going now? What are your goals? What are you planning for your future?
So River was kind of to carry me into 2019. Like You Found Me in No Second Chances, I had recorded in the same sessions in a couple of days, and I didn't have River record, so literally recorded River in 2 afternoons last month. It was very last minute, and the turnaround of the whole thing was very last minute. I had a fraction of the time, and the idea, I suppose, was, because I didn't want to disappear for 6 months until I had something new in 2019. My plan now is more music, the same collaboration, but taking it up a gear. It's still country, it's still kind of soft rock, it's still got those same influences, but it's definitely amplified, and I feel like it will take me on the road. So the music, to me, sounds like I can hear it already at a gig. I know the atmosphere that I want to create with this music, and I think I have to decide the order of the singles, but I want to continue this build, this kind of slow, gradual build, until such a point where hopefully I'll be in a position to put out like a full record. But I don't want to do anything in a premature way. I want to make sure that the timing is right. There's an appetite for it. Whether that means putting out an EP or something small and tangible before then, we'll see. I'm just going to literally take it single by single, step by step, gig by gig over 2019.
Cool. I can't wait. Now, you can purchase your music pretty much anywhere online that people purchase their music online. And you can also go to Robert's website, IamRobertO'Connor.com, and check out more of his music, check out more about him. And you can find him on all social media. I am Robert O'Connor. And Robert, thank you so much. We had to delay the interview because they decided that they were coming in and reglazing my bathtub today. And the fumes were very awful, so I couldn't be here. So thank you so much for being patient. And I know you're in Ireland, and I don't even know what time it is there. It's like the middle of the night, is it not?
It's like 12 a.m. here.
12 a.m. Well, thank you so much.
Completely worth it.
Well, thank you.
What now? Like, I think it's about 2 months ago that we said we were going to do this.
I know, and between surgeries and recovery, and then all of a sudden finding out they're coming to do I'm like, like, are you kidding me right now? But I'm glad we got it done. I love your music, and I wish you the best success, and anything new happens, you're always welcome to come back on the show, and hopefully it'll be the first shot, and I hope you have happy holidays, and thank you so much for coming on.
Thanks so much, Ali. I hope you have a great Christmas and New Year as well. I hope 2019 is a great year, and definitely let's talk in the new year.
Definitely. And thank you for joining me on Ali's Attic Show. Keep checking my website because you never know what kind of surprises you're going to find in my attic. Cheers.
It's coming on Christmas. They're cutting down trees. They're putting up reindeer and singing songs of joy and peace. I wish I had a river I could skate away on, but it don't snow here. It stays pretty green. I'm gonna make a lot of money, and then I'm gonna quit this crazy scene. I wish I had a river I could skate away on. I wish I had a river so long I would teach my feet to fly. I wish I had a river I could skate away on. I made my baby cry. You tried hard to help me, you know you're putting me at ease. And you love me so naughty, you made me weak in the knees. Oh, I wish I had a river I could skate away on. I'm so hard to handle, I'm selfish and I'm sad. Now I've gone and lost the best baby that I ever had. I wish I had a river I could skate away on. I wish I had a river so long I would teach my feet to fly. I wish I had a river I could skate away on. I made my baby say goodbye. It's coming on Christmas. They're cutting down trees. They're putting up reindeer, singing songs of joy and peace. I wish I had a river I could skate away on. I wish I had a river. I wish I had a river. I dim the lights. I listen to my favorite songs and wonder, how did we go so far wrong? If there's a chance we could start again, if there's a chance we could still be friends, can we go back and begin again? Cause I don't think that it's the end. Well, I know it's done and I know we're through, but I don't think that I cannot know you. It's just too hard to be apart. And I know you said no second chances, but it's just too hard to find romance when your heart is holding on to hope. Well, I hope tonight you change your mind. I hope tonight you realize that I'm the only one that works. Without you here it hurts too much. Well, I know it's done and I know we're through, but I don't think that I cannot know you. And I know you said no second chances, but it's just too hard to find romance when your heart is whole.